By the way, what do you think of our Hackensack
I
Meridian
love
Health
it.
Stage 17, right?
I'm not even kidding. This is my favorite kind of vibe, like something intimate. So
Yeah.
this is my favorite. I don't have to wear in-ears, and it's like, I love it.
We got about 60 of our closest friends, a brand new
Yes.
sound system.
Yes. Guys with great shoes.
Right? Everyone's well dressed. And I have to say, aside from all of your success in the world of pop, since we do have a country station on our floor, how did you become the darling of Jason Aldean and Trisha and obviously Reba, and you sang with Vince Gill?
Well, I grew up in Texas, so I obviously love country music. I mean, I grew up on it. But so it's kind of cool. Like I like singing a lot of different things. I think a lot of artists do. I just don't think we're given a lot of opportunities because people always like to categorize you, you know? So I did that as when you're hurting someone, but that's really how it feels. Herd them all into their category. But no, so I think I just, I love music. So, I mean, and this record's different than the pop rock that y'all have heard, but I feel like you have to change it up. It's boring. You've already heard that, so.
Right?
Yeah.
And what is also amazing is that aside from the people that you have worked with and continue to invite you to work with them again, I love the fact that you just go to Twitter and you reach out to Sam Smith, and I think one of your last tweets was...
We just ran into each other, yeah.
When are we going to sing together?
Yeah, I was like, I should have mentioned that. I was like, yeah, because I love his voice. I think we would sound good together, yeah.
I think you absolutely
I think Sam Smith sounds good with anyone, but yeah.
It's amazing, his new project, and now your new project, The Meaning of Life.
Tell me so deep.
There's got to be a story behind how you come up with that title.
Well, one, it was the very first song I've had this song for like, I want to say almost 3 years, and it was kind of the song that I really wanted to craft an album. That whole tone, the whole vibe of that song. So I can't wait for y'all to hear it. It's amazing. But that was one reason. And two, once I got in my 30s, like I turned 30, and my life was just so much better. Like everything was so much better. I was just happier. Like my give a crap factor was way low. I was just like, you know what? I've worked really hard. I'm gonna lay low a minute. You
had, and I think even from a fame and the shining white light standpoint, you endured a lot more than anybody, through their 20s.
Because my 20s, I would, people are like, oh, I wish I could go back. No, I am very blessed, and I love my career, I love my life. But I tell you, whenever I am 40 or something, I'll probably be like, oh, I miss my 30s, because my 30s have been awesome.
Absolutely.
You just, I don't know, you let go. Like you're just like, I can't control it all, so I'm not going to worry about it.
I felt like a couple weeks ago when I hit 30, I finally was...
Yes.
I was finally at a place where I had enough knowledge to back up what I thought in the back of my head I knew.
Yeah,
and
we're still under construction. But
exactly. And it never ends, that kind of
No,
evolution.
I hope it doesn't end. Like, I like growing and learning and surrounding yourself with people that are different from you.
So what is one thing you learned in the studio when you were doing Love So Soft? Because I don't think I've heard you doing so many other backing tracks. Like, I got to dissect that vocal. It's amazing.
I didn't, though. That's my thing. I wanted to make this record like almost how Aretha Franklin did. Like if Aretha Franklin were to make a record now, like in 2017, and she was coming out, I just grew up, that was one of my major influences, her and Whitney and Mariah and, Reba, a bunch of these powerful women, Bonnie Raitt. Like I just loved all these powerful singing women. And I wanted to make a record how, they used to have their background, their BGV girls, and then she would do the lead. So usually I cut all the BGVs, but I didn't this record. It's the girls you saw on stage plus one more, Nicole, but they all did the vocals.
That's amazing. Have you seen the documentary about the background singers? I'm trying to remember the name of it.
I had to turn it, 20 Feet from Stardom. I had to turn it off.
Thank you.
I had to turn it off. I was so mad. I wanted to punch Phil Spector in the face. I felt so bad for Darlene Love. I literally, like actual rage.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you aware of what we're talking about? Raise your hand if you're in the dark.
It's incredibly sad.
All these artists that were the background singers did the actual recording, but all the people that would then be on stage for the heat of the Motown era got all the love and the glory.
Well, and and at times they would actually use their voices. Like that's what when you hear the song, it's not sometimes the person that you saw their face, like which is so demeaning and horrible. But yeah, and honestly, I'm not, this isn't downing anyone, and I always preface with that because I think everybody is super talented and it's art and there's room for everyone. But my background singers can sing better than me and most people on radio. Like they're really, really good.
Yeah.
So I don't think that people get to hear that, or even the horns, like the whole band. Like everyone's so talented, and that's why if you see the cover of my album, the Meaning of Life logo is in a circle. Because I have figured that out, man. It's like no one's in the mush pot. It takes everyone to make everything work. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
While we're kind of a little bit with a foot in the Motown world, I have to say, Underneath the Tree, your Christmas song.
There's another one coming.
Come on.
Yes. No, I wrote
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I wrote a second book for my River Rose series for the children's book, and we were like, well, let's write a song for it instead of a lullaby, because we did a lullaby the first time. And then we were like, wait, this is really good. We're like, this isn't like just for the kids book, so we're going to release it and everything. It's called Christmas Eve. It's awesome.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Underneath the Tree has probably the most Motown flavor of any newly released Christmas song.
Me and Greg Kirsten did that. Yeah.
If there's one song that's going to give Mariah a run for the money over the long haul, come on.
That won't happen. But yeah. I mean, honestly, I know that record, like all the riffs. That was one of my favorite Christmas records growing up. So
that was amazing. So between the new book and the new album and the popularity of this,
I should come back when I have something going on.
You come back anytime.
So I'm not busy.
But my question is, are you already booked for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade? Have you signed on the line for the lighting of the Christmas tree?
I honestly think we're overseas.
Really?
I think we're promoting overseas. That we either are coming back that day, or I've seen the calendar. I don't know. I try not to pay attention far ahead, but I don't even think I'm over here. I'm gonna have to give thanks abroad.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Or
it's kind of a weird holiday, though, right? Like, I don't know. I'm always like, oh, this turkey's good, but sorry, Indians.
Right.
Like, it's like, I don't know. I always feel kind of weird celebrating it. I'm like, I mean, I love giving thanks.
That's
but
right. Don't celebrate when you're in London.
I start thinking about the Trail of Tears, and I'm like, dang.
I know. It's
glad we made a holiday for it. It's like, yeah.
Okay.
It's so sad. I know. I'm sorry I brought it down. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I know.
Breathe.
Did I just like tick off a lot of people? I love thanking people. I love Thanksgiving. I think it's a great holiday. I have a whole album called Thankful, but like it's a weird holiday.
I'm having a Larry King moment right now. Albuquerque, you're on with Kelly Clarkson. No? All right.
I'm so sorry.
All right, listen.
I'm right, though. Right.
We want to just ask a couple quick questions. If I were to drop one name song titles for the new project, and then something that we do all the time, by the way.
Okay.
Just give us like one thought on Slow Dance.
Oh, that's a baby-making song, y'all.
There we go.
We
are covering it all today.
It is. It's a grown woman's record, y'all, and that song is so good. And this, oh my gosh, Giddy plays this guitar solo. It's so, we don't hear guitar solos anymore. Like, there's like no time for it on radio now sometimes. So it's like, you don't hear them, and like, this solo is ridiculous. That's
awesome.
It's a beautiful song.
I need something to put next to
a sexy song.
To Easy by the Commodores, because there's another guitar solo that's
easy.
Excuse me while I lower the lights and take off the St. John's flannel.
But see, that was a little more obvious. I felt like that was like a bold title.
Right.
Nobody wants to be known as easy. I mean, Slow Dance, at least it's a little more mysterious.
Right, totally. Yeah. Totally. I saw some quotes from some presidential-like people. Tell me about Go High.
Oh, I think everyone was inspired. I mean, regardless if you're liberal, Republican, Democrat, it's a very nice statement that Michelle Obama said in when they go low, we go high. I think that translates, and transcends even politics. That's like in life. Like, even we have a 16-year-old girl that, she deals a lot with bullying, even from older women. Like, it's like, it's weird. So it's a nice sentiment for in a lot of different ways. And so I wrote a whole song called, and it's When You Go Low, I Go High. Because I'm selfish and I made it about me. Because I'm egocentric. So.
Your 16-year-old Savannah, is that correct?
Yes, Savannah. Good.
Driving?
Oh, right. She's driving and she rides horses. She's an equestrian.
Okay, but
the driving doesn't worry me. It's the ton horse that's got her or whatever. It's like, it's a little worrisome.
Because I have a 16-year-old, and there's a whole different level of rage that happens when you're in the passenger seat and can't reach the brake.
You know what, though? I figured it out. Like, in Savannah, she loves driving with me, not her parents. Because I think my daughter's going to hate driving with me, but I think because I'm the stepmom, it's different. So, like, I'm a little more laid back about it. Now, with River, I'll probably be like, what are you doing? Like, I'm so much cooler with Savannah. But, like, I think her dad, she's like, oh, God, Dad, I'm sweating from you, not even driving. Like, he's a little intense.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, listen, before we run out of time, because I know you have a tight schedule, we always do this thing on our show when we have a guest who's totally cool and has been with us for a long time.
Good. Okay, I love that.
And it is called the Recycled Interview. If we are nothing for our radio station, we're all about reducing, reusing, and recycling.
I like it.
And one of our favorite things to recycle is interview questions.
I'm going to try some fresh.
All right. So we want your answers to an interview from a 2015 edition of Texas Monthly Magazine.
Oh, I remember this.
The connection is here.
That was a good photo. I mean, it was Photoshop, but it was good.
But these are the interview.
Let's be real. I was like, who the heck is that?
Hello.
She looks good. I was like,
here's the thing. These were not questions for you. These were questions for Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper.
what?
So we're going to ask the questions that were intended for her.
Chip and Joanna. I love it. Yeah.
To
Chip
find
and
out
Joanne.
your
Chip and
thing.
Joanna.
It's
Joanne.
Joanna. It's
I thought
Joanna.
it was Joanne. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm usually drunk when I'm watching.
Yes.
Oh, another home makeover show.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a really good one, though.
It is.
I love them and Property Brothers. It's my favorites. Yeah.
And it's.
I'm a total mom now. I watch her like home shows.
Isn't it awesome? It's like you balance your schedule. Well, do I want to get off the couch for this? All right,
I love it, though. They're creative.
Here's question number one.
Yes.
And we want your answer, even though the question is recycled from someone else's interview.
I've got this.
What is the last space you remodeled in your home?
We like projects, my husband and I. It actually wasn't our home. It was on our farm. We just put in an orchard. Yeah.
Aww.
And we have honeybees and chickens. So instead of buying each other presents, because at some point you're like, really, there's a lot of jewelry. There's a lot of, you're like, I don't know what else to buy.
Right.
So we've started like implementing things on our land, on our farm. So
did the 2002 you ever think that this current incarnation of you would exist with the farms and?
Well, I grew up in the country. So
right.
yeah, totally.
Okay.
I even had a farm before. Brandon, like in Texas, like we had a bunch of, it was like a rescue ranch. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Recycled interview question number 2. What is the most charming thing about your husband?
Isn't it weird that I went to like the sexiest things in my head? That's so weird. Says a lot of things about me.
Right. You, in the back, just plug your ears for a second.
I know. I was
this like,
I went to like a very different place. The most charming thing, he's a gentleman. He's a true gentleman. Like he still opens doors for people, helps everybody carry their bags. Like, I mean, he'll let a woman be a woman. He knows I can do everything, but that doesn't mean, I don't know. He's not like too manly to do like stuff. He's not like, I mean, some people, I have friends that are married to men like just straight up out of the 50s. And it's like, no, you can wash a dish too, bro.
Absolutely.
You can do that too. I believe in you. I got it. I think you can do it. You're smart enough.
Here's the thing. We can wash a dish, but every man in the room, just raise your hand. Are you permitted to load the dishwasher?
Yes,
no.
you are permitted. That is, you're out.
Okay.
That's you're out. And don't say, oh, but you do it so much better. That's a BS answer, man.
We're just constantly corrected.
Well, do it right the first time. There's not little people in the dishwasher. It drives me insane. It's my big pet peeve at our house. I'm like, there's not like tiny people in there just scrubbing it off, right? You got to at least rinse it. Like you can't have a full plate of lasagna in the actual dishwasher. Like
we need a manual for this.
That's not nagging. That's just stating the obvious, my man.
All right. I have been schooled.
I love men. I'm not hating on men. Okay. My brother's anal. He's really clean. So is my husband. That sounded boring.
What was your first job?
Oh, Lord. Oh, movie theater. I've had a lot of jobs, y'all. Movie theater. That was my first job in high school. I loved it, actually.
The movie theater?
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was crazy, funny stories, and it flooded once while Titanic was playing. It was like, and we were like, save yourself. Like, we're like dork teenagers, thought we were so funny. We're like, man, I wish we had a door. We could just like float in. It's like, and then like let someone go.
Don't ever
Even though she said she wouldn't. She's a liar. She's like, I'll never let go. And then she's like, wait, there's a whistle. Save me. Get off me. It's like,
oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah. No, we have a bunch of fun. I had a really great first experience, like with a first job. Yeah.
All right. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there a secret talent that you have that nobody knows about, aside from the singing? You're not like a wicked awesome crocheter. You didn't build your own barn.
I do quilt. I quilted my son and my daughter's. I did have to have someone finish the binding because I was like, wait, this is a forever thing, and that's not gonna look good. It's like the binding got a little difficult because I chose like the hardest backing. Like it was like a huge like faux fur kind of thing that I was like, why did I do that?
Right.
I'm the kid that like wants to play piano, but like the Fifth Symphony like right off the bat. Like I don't want to start with like twinkle twinkle twinkle.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So
who needs
I don't
scales?
have any others. Who needs those?
Scales. Yeah. No, that's boring. All right, one
really
more recycled interview question, then one final hard hitter. It's a Saturday night. You and the fam are at home. There's no gig. What is your favorite thing to do?
We love movie time. We love like movie pizza night. Like it's just fun because our kids are such a wide range. So it is kind of a task to find a movie. Well, usually our 1-year-old's already asleep, but
right.
And our 3-year-old is really weird. I don't know if we're messing her up, but she really loves like Jurassic Park and like Harry Potter and like Wonder Woman.
Right.
Which I want her to love Wonder Woman. My husband was like, I don't know if she should be watching that. And I was like, yes, she should be. I don't want her just looking up to Belle.
That's right.
I'm like, what? I don't want her to just love Aurora, who just slept through the whole damn thing. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
Like, I'm just saying, I want her to love like someone like, she just kicked total butt the whole time.
Go get the lasso. We're going to watch it again.
Lasso of Truth, y'all. Like, she's got it. I love it. I want her to have heroes like that.
That was a great movie. That was like the biggest movie this summer.
I mean, first of all, yes, it's an amazing movie. Is she not literally one of the most beautiful goddesses to ever walk the earth? I'm like,
Gal Gadot.
I literally, she came on the screen and we were in the mid, and literally the whole audience went, like, it was like, I mean, everyone, we were just like, oh, is that what we were supposed to look like? Like it was like, that's different. So you got a good day, God.
Man, that is awesome. So, before it's photo time, since you come from television history,
yes,
first and foremost,
I'm going back.
I know.
This is the voice.
Exactly.
Yes. Button.
What on earth? Who calls you from the other show and says?
No, my husband
Kelly
manages Blake.
Okay, well that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and Paul actually, who runs all the specials, he did my Christmas special, and I've been on and a lot actually.
Right,
The Voice.
sure.
Yeah,
I've seen.
So and I've kind of been wanting to be on it for years. I love it, and I've toured with Adam, and I obviously like brother sister with Blake, so it should be fun.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And let me just say on behalf of everybody. From the first moment 15 years ago with the confetti and the hair and the first song to the last season with Keith Urban and the Ugly Cry and your beautiful piece by oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful cry. It's like James Garner in that movie Notebook. Oh,
it was unbelievable and so powerful in that moment. I think you may have you made us cry on television more than Oprah.
You get to cry. You get to cry. No, I literally. I mean, it was kind of an unfair advantage. I was super preggers, like about to pop. So I was really emotional. And it was really cool for me to be a bookend. You know, those same hallways that at 19 I was rehearsing and my little kid was running around and my other little kid was in the oven. So it was pretty cool. And I was, happily married. And I wish I could have, or maybe I don't, but it would have been cool to tell my 19-year-old self, like, don't worry, it's going to be awesome. After a while, but it'll get there.
Right. That's the thing, man. Sometimes the worry never stops. You seriously have to tell yourself. Thank you so much to our friends at Hackensack Meridian Health for making this room and this day possible. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Before you go nuts, I want to remind you the brand new album, Meaning of Life, on 10/27. The new song, Love So Soft. We're playing all the time, and we absolutely love it, and we love you. Big hug, Kelly Clarkson. Hey, what's up? It's Race Taylor from 95.5 PLJ. Thanks for tuning in. To find out when our next event is and how you can win your way in, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, download our 95.5 PLJ mobile app, or check us out online at 955plj.nyc. We'll see you next time.